Hello everyone, it's Bernina Jeff at High Fashion Sewing Machines and Quilt Shop in Grand Junction, Colorado. I'm not an employee of a Bernina of America. I have a retail dealership here in Western Colorado, and I just got finished doing a little mini event for the 790 PRO. This is Bernina's new 10-inch wide sewing and embroidery sewing machine, and it is an incredible machine and its features and such. So I'm going to just kind of go through the slideshow real quick on some of the features. You can buy this from me only if you come to my store. I would recommend you walk or run to your dealer and have them show you the features of this machine. It is absolutely amazing. I had forgotten how much I love this machine until I reviewed it to do this event. So I thought so much of it I needed to do this. So I'm trying to help Bernina and the dealers across the country sell this wonderful machine to you. It sells itself. All you got to do is just see it work. So here we go. It has Stitch Precision 2, the next generation in the Bernina line of perfect stitch. It has a technology. I don't even have been a technician for 15 years and they haven't even trained me on this yet. It just works. So there's not been a problem with this technology. It's precise for the quilters, and it really, you can hear the difference, you can tell the difference with sewing with this machine. Even from the 790 Plus, the 790 Pro is head and shoulders above that machine. So it really has enhanced stitch quality. And when you have the Smart Drive technology on the embroidery module, you get 33% higher speed and 33% more enjoyment because it's so much quieter. And it has sewing features. Most upgrades go into the embroidery field so much more than sewing, but this sewing features are incredible. You have an automatic needle threader. This is so easy to demonstrate and show. You actually thread the machine, normally put it through the presenter, and with the push of a button, it threads the eye of the needle. And the button replaces the pattern begin button, which is now integrated on the screen. So if you want to do pattern begin, you just push a little icon on the screen. And another easy feature is the Bernina Pinpoint laser. This laser is perfect. It goes right down the needle tip, and on any position, it will actually show you where the needle is going to penetrate. So the far left position, the far right position. This is the only one on the market that follows the tip of the needle wherever the needle is. And very helpful for positioning embroidery designs, obviously. And if you're doing applique and blanket stitch, it's great for that, and top stitching. It gives you a direction of where you want to sew. And you have other new sewing features like the Bernina Stitch Regulator. You can now use mode number 3, which is a basting mode. You can do 1-inch basting, half-inch basting, 4 per inch basting. And you have a heel kick start. So you mode 3, your Bernina heel kick start, so you can get it started, take your foot off the foot control, and the stitch regulator goes until you touch the foot control again. You have up to 99 repeats on a pattern. So if you have a 10-inch area, you know it fits 33 repeats, you can type in 33. And any stitch will be able to add the triple stitch feature. Triple stitch adds 3 threads in every needle penetration. So if you want this little tulip pattern to really stand out on your project, you hit the triple stitch and it will follow all those holes and give you 3 layers of thread in every stitch. Embroidery features. We have customizable quilt patterns. This is BQM. So if you're a long arm quilter and you use BQM designs, you can bring these to your now 790 Pro and stitch these out in the embroidery mode. They have a lot of professional qualities to this, and you can actually achieve perfect computerized quilting on your home machine here out at 790 Pro. You can actually control the stitches per inch, and we're going to show you that here in a second. This customizable quilt design, you can set your stitches per inch when you're doing these quilt designs. And the sizing is unlimited. Well, don't give me that challenge. I probably could figure out taking a 20-inch design and make it 2 inches might be a little bit too crazy, but you know, I haven't found one that hasn't fit yet. And many designs are included, and you can purchase additional designs from like OESD, which is a wonderful company. All their products are very high quality. You can go to mid-arm, long-arm sites and buy BQM designs. So your quilt settings. When you are doing a quilt setting, you just have to turn off all these different things in all the different modes. Now all you got to do is, if it's activated, this little button right here, activated in yellow, the thread cutter and thread away are deactivated. Embroidery settings on the tie on and tie off are deactivated. This makes the back of your quilt, when you're using the embroidery mode, look like a quilt and not a bunch of knots and not a bunch of threads hanging all over. So this is a wonderful one button feature that takes all of these settings and puts them to the proper setting in one easy step. You also have placement options. You have 4-point placement, so you can use this rectangular option to set your boundaries, and the design can be fit to that area. What I love, and I think is the cream to the creme of this particular machine, is 4-point placement or morphing. And you can morph any design that has 4 points to any shape. You can't make it circle, it has to have 4 points. So it is very easy to use, it is very straightforward. There's no remembering all the different idiosyncrasies of it. It also comes with the option of being able to select your boundary. So your boundary around your quilt block or whatever can be a 0, it could be 1/8 of an inch, all the way to 1.5 inches. And that is an easy select button to set. It also has alignment and distribution. You can bring 15, 20 designs into a hoop and then hit any one of these particular areas to align them. And you can align them with one easy step. And you can adjust certain widths and heights and everything else with them. What I really like is this shape option. So this right here is the heart selected. I'm going to step right in front. So I am really actually doing something here. You can select a square, a circle, a curve. This is the heart. And they selected 14 designs to repeat. So if you counted 14 of these little flowers, it fit right around the shape. You can select its, the word escapes me. It's distance and such, width and height. You can deselect the aspect ratio and do one or the other. So it's amazing what this little shape tool. It used to take a $2,000 software to do this. So you can do this right on your sewing machine now. Shape Designer is this feature's name. And we have a new foot called the 26L. It will be available at the end of January of 2024 to purchase separately. So if you already own another machine and you want a better embroidery foot, this 26L is more robust, it has a larger hole, and it performs better on embroidery. And you can buy an app for the 790 Pro. Not buy, you can go download the app for the 790 Pro. You go to your app store, you search for Bernina Stitch Out app, and this Stitch Out app shows progress in the embroidery right on your phone. You could be upstairs getting a cup of coffee. It'll let you know whether the thread needs to be changed, if you ran out of bobbin thread, problem occurs, or the Stitch Out process has finished. So this would be a wonderful thing to have when you just don't want to sit and babysit your machine. You need to have an operating system of 15 on an iPhone or Android 10 for this to work. Embroidery features, something simple. Why didn't every company think of this right off the bat? Put the keyboard like we're used to. Now you can actually create your lettering and your fonts like you would on a regular keyboard. And this little guy lets you do up to 10 lines of word, up to what do you would call it? 10 lines of lettering on one particular design. And then over here you can do your spacing across and your spacing up and down just by turning the knobs on your sewing machine. It's so simple, so intuitive. And you can do a left justified, right justified, center. So I just did this event and I tell you what, I had 8 attendees. I sold 2 of these machines. It's amazing. They just loved it. So you make a mistake, you don't like it, you hit the backup button. How easy is that? This is all stuff that was on expensive software, and now you can do it right on the sewing machine. Your decorative stitches. Look at what you have now. You have 700 decorative stitches with the 790 PRO, almost 200 more. Couple extra sewing alphabets. You have 7 more embroidery fonts on this embroidery aspect of this machine. And instead of just giving you a measly 300 designs, now you have 500 designs in this machine. Learning the 790 PRO. There's a lot to learn on this machine, but Bernina has done it right. They have added an on-screen manual. This is on almost all their modern machines. You just push the little open book. But what I like about it is they've added a ton on Bernina.com of projects. So some of these 790 PRO projects really highlight the features of the 790 PRO only. So it is designed for that. Plus you have the needle threader video. You have a laser video. Quite a few different things. And the app video. But if you buy a Bernina machine from your dealer, you can buy a Skill Hub class. So this is a class that lasts at least 1 year, sometimes 2, and it has 7 series. It has some new ones adding every couple months. And this is something you can buy a coupon or a access code from your dealer. Sometimes a dealer will include this with a new machine if they have the right bundle attached to it. And it is a Skill Hub presented by Bernina. You sign up for it. It's very easy to navigate, very easy to go in and select an area you want to learn about. Say you want to learn about this new morphing. They probably have a morphing class on it. And if it was my store, I'd put a logo and such. I want you to go to your local dealer and check this out, because they're the ones that are going to support you. They're the ones that are going to keep your machine running properly. So it is very important. Bernina is so into their dealer system that me as a dealer, I am not allowed to sell machines over the internet except for 3 models. This is not one of the models. You have to go to a dealer, because the dealer is going to give you support. They're going to be there. They're going to be able to handle your calls. So I want to support the dealer program that Bernina has and run to your local dealer and have a nice little sit down with this machine. Thank you very much. This is Bernina Jeff at High Fashion Sewing. You can contact me at 970-256-1293, or my website is www.hij. Well, let me see it. Let's not do that. Let's go to my email, jpvlefty@aol.com. That'll get more quicker results. And then if you want to shop for any of my niche products, I have a wonderful Shopify account with a whole bunch of products you won't find anywhere else. I have every Bernina foot on there for sale, and that is bernina-jeff.myshopify.com. That's bernina-jeff.myshopify.com. Thank you very much. And please subscribe. It really helps my monetization of being able to get more videos out there to help you out.